So here's a little example. Well, first of all, hello, how are you? Good day. We got rained out the other day, and I'm learning more about this YouTube thing. I'm seeing that it takes effort to appear to be upbeat and positive if you kind of are a monotone and quiet person. So I'm working on that. I'm alone in the cart today with 3 machines. Slow going, really good canola, tough chewing. Stalks are still kind of green. But today I'm gonna work, I call this working outside of the cut. They can make it through on their pass. So I'm never gonna go in the cut, so to speak, or in the break, or where that combine is over there. I'm never going in there. I'm staying out. When they come down the outside, I'm gonna dump them on the outside. When that leader turns, I'll dump them and then get back out of the cut. It's just a thing, I don't know. I don't like being pigeonholed in the cut, especially if you can't turn around. That's my little thing today. Sorry for the crazy driving. Steering wheel operating craziness. It just helps if you need to go somewhere else in the field, for example, or just staying out of the combine driver's way and keeping dust out of your radiator and air filters, for that matter. And just looking like you know what you're doing, I suppose. And I suppose we could also talk about etiquette. You know, if you're in a situation where it's not an emergency, like it's not mega bushel crop, like they're filling up but not super fast, you know, and if there's irregularities in the field, like ditches and washouts or whatever, like pick your time to unload the combines after the washouts on flat ground. Like, I don't know if you can kind of see up there, you know, there's a ditch or whatever, so I'd pick a time to unload them after that, so they're not, you know, they're paying attention to their header and whatever other things they're trying to manage in there. And so if you pick flat places to unload them, then there's just less things to worry about, worrying about augers hitting grain carts and whatever else. Also, when they're starting a new run or a new pass or whatever, and there's time, if you're not up against the time limit of unloading combines and getting to the trucks and back, you know, let them get settled in on their run first. Give them space. Ha! And just as I say that,
you want to come back down on this west side too, and it's gone.
That combine driver decided they were going to turn right when they came out of there, which is not conventional. It's not, but they're just trying to clean up this chunk of crop right now. But look here, I'm staying away. I'm giving him time to start his run and get his auger out. This isn't an emergency. There's time. He's not spilling. And just let them get settled into their pass and then start unloading. So a little more about etiquette. Like, okay, I just dumped the leader. There's the second place guy. He's blinking, yeah, but it's not an emergency. He's not overflowing, so I'm not going to run in there, try to turn around in 2 passes. This thing's just too long for that. I'm not going to run in there like a crazy person. By the time I even got in there, the auger takes too long to swing out. I don't need to unload him in there. Just wait till he turns. Give him time to get settled in, get his auger out, and then on we go. This is just my zone, out front of the machines. Like, I know they need to make it all the way down here, and they have time. They have bin space to make it down there. So I'd rather just be out in front of them, not eating dust, watching them fill up, letting them come to me. I'm limited to 18 miles an hour with this thing, and it is what it is. It's a big, beautiful beast. But if they're coming to me, then I don't need to chase them. they're just going to be here, and I'm going to wait, and that's that. So as I contradict myself, well, sometimes you have to come in the cut and unload one on the go. But so I don't get blasted with dust, I'm going to go hide over here, let that machine go by, then I'm going to reverse myself out of here. Even though that goes against another form of etiquette, which is don't ever back up in the field, period. But I know there's nobody else around, so maybe I'm going to enact the except in rare instances clause of the contract, and maybe the old guy clause where, yeah, we're not supposed to, but I'm gonna in this case, because I just want to run down the other end of the field and wait for them to get there instead of following them all the way down. Well, so here's another one. This on the topic of random stuff in the field. So you hop in a new machine you've never been in before, and then everything's weird because you've never run it before. Then eventually you start to appreciate all the tactile engineering that went into this stuff,